So, when people think about Tokyo, they usually think of something like this. You know, busy streets, lots of people, a lot going on. But what if I told you Tokyo can also look like this? These are the Izu Islands of Tokyo, tropical islands that are still part of the Tokyo greater area. I had these islands on my bucket list for a long time and finally had the chance to go visit them. Getting there is actually really easy. You can either take the boat that directly departs from Tokyo or you can fly into one of the islands. I decided to fly for this trip. I thought it would be a cool idea to bring my camera along and try to record the entire thing. And this is where my little adventure starts.
Okay, so little history lesson. Let me change the microphone setting maybe. So this island we're on right now is called Hachijojima. It is part of the Izu Island groups of Japan. So even though this island here, let me open a map. This is Hachijojima. If I zoom out, even though this island, like Tokyo, is all the way here, Hachijojima, where we are right now, is here. Here. Even though this island here is I think 200, 300 kilometers out south of Tokyo, it is still officially considered Tokyo. Not considered, it is administered by Tokyo. So actually this part here is part of the Tokyo greater area. Which I think is really interesting because most people don't know that Tokyo has islands. In total, there are 7 or 8 main islands of Tokyo that are considered the Izu Islands. These islands are often referred to as the 7 islands of Izu, even though there are like way more than 7. So if you look at, for example, a map here from Wikipedia, you can see all these little dots. These are like way more than 7 islands. The biggest of those islands is called Oshima. The word Oshima literally means big island, and it's so close from to Tokyo that you can just take a ferry there. So if you leave at, for example, 9 a.m. in the morning, at 12 you are in Oshima. The most southern of these Izu Islands, or I guess the most southern inhabited of these Izu Islands, is Aogashima. That's the island that sparked this entire trip in the first place, and it's the one that I'm hoping that we can go tomorrow. Oh, I see a helicopter, right? I can't move the camera fast enough. But that is the helicopter that I want to take tomorrow if they have some seats. So I really hope that they call me later and tell me like, hey, some people cancelled. But as I said, I think it is very, very unlikely to happen. So yeah, these islands used to have their own language. It's really unclear currently how many people can still speak that language, and I know nothing about it. Maybe we can talk to some people later and see if they can tell us a little bit more about it. Yeah, but the first impression of this island so far is that it's very quiet. Well, not right now because there's a lot of mosquitoes behind me. I think coming up on this little observatory, I've seen maybe in total 3 cars coming towards me, and that was it. Oh, sun is coming out. What if I move this a little bit to the side? For now, I booked the car over there here, for 3 days, but I think they also very well understand that I might need to extend it if we can't leave. Yeah. Okay, so this entire island is Hachijojima. That's the mountain here we're seeing over there. This one here. The main goal of this trip was actually this one here. This is Aogashima. It's Hachijojima, and then the goal after Hachijojima, once we did this little path here, is to take a ferry up to Mirakujima, and then up to Miyakeshima. And this will be the last island of this trip, and from there we take a ferry back all the way to Tokyo. At least that's like the rough plan that we have on this island. And the weather is really shifting and there's no ferry to go to Agoshima. Like I'm thinking that maybe we're just going to stay here for like maybe 1 or 2 more days and see if maybe the weather shifts and we can actually go to Agoshima. But if that's not the case, then I think maybe just giving up and going up north. So we're going to back to the map here. If this little thing here doesn't work, if we have no way to go from Hachijojima to Agoshima, we just leave this out and we just continue north. So we have at least 1 island. That's this 1, 2, 3, and then back to Tokyo. I'm hoping that within the next hour that this helicopter service is gonna call me and tell me that they have some seat for me. But to be honest, I think it's extremely unlikely because they're like booked out way in advance. Peace. If there's time, if the ferry's really not going tomorrow, then the mountain you can see in the background here. This one here. What's the name of it? I think maybe we can do this one. Oh, it's just called Hachijo Fuji. So the Fuji of Hachijo. Okay, let's take one last look at the view. And then I guess it's time to keep going. Hello, Hachijojima. What a beautiful day. Okay, well, I know the one thing that I forgot to bring is a tripod for this camera. I mean, a tripod that I can actually use in a car. Ugh. But we're already starting out this journey with some bad news because apparently there's like a small typhoon or something like that coming. So the island people that I rented the car from said that there's a very high chance that tomorrow there will be no ferries to Aogashima. So I called the helicopter company and I said, can you put me on the waiting list? So if anything frees up, they're gonna call me by 4 p.m. So I think in about 2 hours. Let's keep going. Man, this car is so old. I feel like every little bump in the road. But it's a 4-wheel drive. Don't know if that is actually going to be useful, but at least we have it. I know I said it before, but there really aren't a lot of people on this island. Like I think in total, okay, maybe down there are a few people fishing. But I think besides these people, like I think I've been to like the most popular spots, and there really aren't just that many people here. It's a very quiet, very sleepy little island. It's kind of chill. You hear nothing besides like the sound of nature. It's very nice actually. So the interesting thing is the airplane that I took to get here was completely full. So I kind of expected that there would be a lot more tourists. But so far, I know, I just saw a couple. I mean like an actual couple, not a couple of tourists. And that's pretty much it. Hard Rock Waterfall. So, I don't know what's with Japan and hard rocks. Like, each destination has like a hard rock. Like just a rock that's shaped like a heart. And each and every place that has one turns it into this tourist attraction where there's like heaps of people coming just to take a picture of the rock that looks like a heart. And I guess Hachijojima also has one. I'm not gonna go there because I'm not really interested in it. See, it's shaped like a heart. But what the hell? I purposely went the opposite way of the hard rock, but I guess I'm still at the hard rock, so. Yeah, the sun is slowly setting here in Hachijojima. It's getting a bit darker. First impression from being on this island for like 6 hours, because second impression it's chill. Quite chill. It's like a nice getaway. It's only like 40 minutes flight from Tokyo. If I tell you, hey, this is Tokyo, you'd probably call me insane. When I say I want to do like a retreat in like Okinawa or something like that, it's like really crowded because it's Okinawa, right? This on the other hand is pretty empty, and this is like one of the most populated islands of the Izu Island chain, right? It's like this is one of the islands that has an airport. The other ones don't have an airport. So that tells you something. So the little island there, I just checked because I wanted to know what it is. It's called Hachijojima. Kojima obviously means a small island. So it basically means a small Hachijo island. Because obviously we're on the big island. I think it's a very cute name. So big island and small island. I wonder how hard it is to get over there and what is even there. It looks like it's just a mountain. It's very beautiful. There's also an onsen down there, but I don't know. Going to the onsen alone doesn't sound super fun, so I'm gonna skip it. And I'm going to get some food. So I actually didn't have any food today yet. Most importantly, in about 2 hours, the ferry company will announce if there's a ferry tomorrow. So in 2 hours we know if actually we're going to be one more day stranded in Hachijojima or we are going to Aogashima tomorrow. So whatever the universe wants, we'll figure it out in 2 hours. Okay, Let's go.
I have to do a few calls to see if I can actually make a reservation for Hachijojima tomorrow. I still don't know if I can actually go there. It's now 4 p.m. The helicopter company did sadly not call me, which means that I did not get a spot in the helicopter. So helicopters out of the question. The only thing we can do now is hope that the ferry runs tomorrow, which we will know by around 7 p.m. today. But in either way, I need to call and make a reservation. Otherwise, if there's a ferry tomorrow, I actually don't have a place to stay. So this. Hi. ありがとうございます。はい。はい、失礼します。Reservation done. The nice thing is that if it gets cancelled, because there's no ferry, there's no cancellation fee. So usually, if I cancel within like 3 days, I get like 50% of my money back. But if the cancel reason is that there's no ferry or no boat going on that day, then the cancellation fee is 0. So that's perfect. So I made the reservation and then okay.